So I'm gonna on this video. It's gonna be 40 minutes of time. And let's do a stopwatch. Stopwatch. Let's do timer. Timer. 30 minutes timer, 15 minutes timer. For activity. Basically, timer set to 30 minutes or so 5 minutes. The Audacity is on. Today's date is the 12th of January, the 12th of February 2026. I should be supposed to reach tomorrow, the ward unit. But look, I'm wearing, guys. I'm wearing some kind of thing here. Love this. Because I'm not a person tripolar. If I can do the cake, I made myself. Like, just got myself. They find someone. I used to run my class and things I do. But, just do tripolar things. Okay, let's get on with this now. So basically, this video is my persona essay. This is the essay change test. So I'm gonna write the board, structure. I'm gonna do it properly. So let me get a drink first. And let's just what? Okay. So you're gonna do it properly, but it's not gonna be on the computer on the board. It's gonna be drawn on the board. It's gonna be on the computer. It's gonna be on the computer. It's gonna be found on the computer. I'm gonna show you little things, little things on the board. So we the computer today. So let me wipe the board first. Nigeria, we didn't get it tomorrow. We didn't. So, so basically, this is NSIGII human rights protocol for here and now. Okay, basically, it's strictly out now. Well, this video is very important. It's the last video of the series, one of the last videos on the series, but this video is one of the last series, but it's not the full complete video. Because NSIGII is a human rights here I need food. Now I need food. Water and shelter. Now I need food. Here I need food. Now I need food here and now, or now and here. I need food in the past, I need this food in the past. I need this food now in the past. For the future, I need food for the future. Here and now, there and then. Future tense, here and now, there and then. You need food then, there and then. There means where the place is. Then, at that space here and now, as there, then, and for where you need the food. It's a human protocol, but literally, I'm enjoying this kind of thing I'm doing. We're gonna go, okay, but So, I'm gonna show you how it works on the computer. I think that you can brain a bit of it, but I don't want you to go for a little while. Don't get it. Only so you can get it true. Huh? So, this thing is true. This thing is true. Let me understand now. So, the secret model is, so we're going to do the secret model. So we got S for November, S for Sarah, I for India, G for Golf, I for India, I for India. Basically, the SIGI is CBD. CBD. Rooted. So CBD is spelled S for November, S for Sarah, I for India, G for Golf, I for India. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. in CBD is spelled S for November, S for Sarah, I for India. B for Bravo, I for India, B for Delta, I for India. This is simply, this is a rooted language. Rooted language in rooted Niger, Congo language. This is like one of the first languages that we had. Like African man, me, now the different languages of Nigeria. But this was the human rights protocol. So simply is a language that's not available. And then we got into SIGI. NSIGII is the Human Rights Protocol for NSIGII. Basically, it's written in NSIGII. But it just wants to address the problem of dichotic. These diaphragms, like A or E I O U. A E I O U. So you get these terms, A E I O U. A E O U. R A E O U. Kind of dichotic verbs. A is apple, but it's high tone and A is low tone. But like it's just from verb. It's just from So it's an so A for apple, but you can say A for apple is not right because of accent tone. So this is a high tone marker. High tone. So this is low tone. So basically, let me see the blackboard. The low tone is a down accent. They've got accents. So it's if you got P, so if you want to say king, you can say low to high tone, or let's say low to, so if you say exit high to low tone, you're saying teeth, exit exit means king. Exit means teeth, exit high to low tone. Like the low are high. Means cheap. Means cheap. You just say flat tone, you know it's cheap. But the flatter the tone, the more you get right in the voice. Doesn't need to be flat, it should be flat, If we say with the it's Republican branch. If we say with the low to high tone, say you're talking about king. This means king in Igbo in Sibini. So say flat or low tone, high tone. We're going to next stop. No. So basically, this is low tone, but the end of the down. It goes high to low, and you go low to high. You get the down, line coming down, going up. And that's what you do. You gotta get it right. E, gotta get it right, guys. So the book can see it. So that's what you do. And this is the king's protocol. And the king has the teeth. So this protocol is basically sorry, not sorry. It can bite you. Because he's gonna be on blockchain, it can bite you. So he has teeth. And he's a king. So you're the king. Govern yourself, guys. If you look up. But it's blockchain bound. So it's not blockchain anything. It's nothing to do with blockchain, but it's basically secure for you guys to use it. It's basically a peer-to-peer topology. You have teeth. The king has teeth, basically. But don't bite yourself, guys. So this is the peer-to-peer topology. So you can be govern yourself however you want. Just don't steal it, but just give you food, water, shelter. And basically, doesn't matter where you're in Nigeria, this one helps to build this, guys, in Nigeria. You can get food, water, and shelter, and there should be stability in the country. When I go to a PhD, so a PhD is on NSIGII, it's on Muko OS. So I'll be the operating system to download these dispositions as a downloader. But basically, the device can be downloaded through this protocol, and how it works is literally using a Trident stream. So you have channel 0, sender, channel 2, receiver, and channel 3, verifier. And anyone that's in channel 0 sends to channel 2, but it's also spring switch. So I'm going to show you how that works mathematically. Now, I'm not going to do it now, but it's basically a ring. So basically, you go channel 0, if you think of channel 0, the center, CH0, and then CH1 on the outside of a ring, and then CH2. These are the compounds model, but you get the circle, so the channel 0 represents the sender, you're the sender, you're represented by the outside of the outside world. You send it out, you broadcast, you go to channel 1, and this is, you go to channel 2, we can have little channel with messages, like channel, hello, I am here for food. And that's the standard. The receiver of channel 1 is in your local data. You receive on channel 1. So you can, yes, here is your food, and channel 2 is verified. Yeah, channel 2 is like, yeah, got this done, but you don't have to verify because you're eating food already. But yes, that's the exit protocol. That's the exit protocol. But the other thing I want to address before I continue, that is the command and control sequences of the system. But I'm gonna rub out CBD. It's a bit more rubber, but I feel like this is AI are acting auto, of course. But what I address here is something that's worrying me, and that's the control. So you can use this control and command something. So that's the control command. Basically, you can send control sequences such as up, down, left, right, A, B. Oh, no, sorry, left, right. Oh, sorry, that's wrong one. Left, right, up, down, A, B, start, start. So basically, this is like a command sequence. So you can send a message on channel 1, you can send control, but it's like you send a command. So the next version is not got a command yet. So you can say U for up. Now, you can decide how to initiate the protocol, or like decide how to send a missile, send the payload of food via some kind of execution. But it's literally this command you're sending the command literally up and down. You're not sending black letters, you're sending commands. So you can be typing. You could be guiding some kind of control drone in real time. Do the humanitarian aid. So this is something goes wrong. Can guide a drone in real time. And that's basically programming code, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, A, B, if alpha, if backward, and select or start. Depending on the control depending on how to, select should give you more options, the right mouse. So select for more options, starts for the next command. So if you want to add more commands, select more options and start. But it's like you control something mid-flight. You understand? So make sure you finish doing that you can. But this is the next type of command. So this is the control. I will show you how it works in practice. But I want to start now. Okay, let me drink some water. So I'll drink a bit of water. Let's start. So let's start here. You guys can see my screen. So this screen recording. So you get here. So you get scanning. So so basically this is a WSL. Well, this is basically Windows PC, but we're gonna use Debian Linux to do it. Uh, 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 mm. okay, so I'm just gonna try to show you how to use the system here. So you got the repository here. One second, guys. So it's for you guys to have forever. That's in Primal Africa only, very policy. I know she used to kill any one of us in our constitutional model. When she die, none of us should die. Because anyone from Africa should not die ever again. That's Igbo and their friend using the constitutional model. So I'm going to show you how it works. So if you go here, basically this OneDrive link will be in the chat. You can go to this OB Nexus, and you can download, go to the NSIGII. And this is the breathing NSIGII. Breathing without living is suffering. Is suffering. Breathing air and living, not be able to speak, not be able to talk, not be able to walk, not be able to run. Is suffering. You're suffering. You're just pumping air, pumping money into someone's bank account. Here and now forward. Remember, the change starts with you. That's the motto of OBNX's policy here. And you get the model. So you get the model here. So you get this files here. But let's review it from here. So I'm gonna go to example for now. And see this scanning.txt. This is the file I'm talking about. Oh, it's empty. Yeah. So this is a C file here. So you can see the C file here. Oh, it's an editor. So you get include standard IO. include standard lib, and go to int main, right parenthesis void, colon, int c is a character. Int c is a character. So while c not y equals to get character, not equal to end the file in c, the line that puts character, c return 0. So the identifier delimiter is saying this code just means return the system. So this is the next implementation of the system, but I'm going to run it locally on my system. So GCC, okay, it doesn't exist. But it's basically a tripartite system. So anyway, so you go to the WM, Debian. So it's gonna be on GitHub until it's gonna be forever here. I'm gonna move all my repositories here, but because I lock myself on my own account, until I can unlock the account, I'm not gonna be doing OpenXS stuff. But I'm using further action in OneDrive to do it. So I'm gonna go to CD examples, and I'm gonna compile this code in something else. So this is basically WSL. I'm in WSL mode, and I'm gonna go to WSL Debian. I'm gonna Debian. So basically, you can see it's over here. So I'm gonna do GCC scanning the C dash output scanning. Yep, I said. So I go a module called scanning. Go start scanning. So this is scanning. It's here. So I'm now executing what hi. Hi. See, I got the messages hi. So basically, this scanning on C, output hi for every output. As soon as I press enter, I get the real message. I love you. I love you. But this can be a little control. So I love. So if I can put. The only problem is if I can put left. This is numlock. So this is the command. So see, if I press numlock and type the number 4. If I press numlock and type number 4, I get 4. I get 4 7. But if I exit numlock, I should be getting directional arrows. But and enter and start. But it's not working as intended. So this is the next project to do. So if I press 7, I get square bracket, open square bracket, open square bracket H. If I press 8, I get. But these are all control keys, so they're not really gonna be useful until you can. But it's a consistent because Nuko allows you to use one hand. So basically, it allows you to use one hand. But it needs control and command, they're all scattered. So, it's basically meant to have them separated. So all the control on one hand, all the command on that system, on one hand. But you're gonna have a system of trying, the result kind of control system. But this next step. So the next step for this project of scanning report of scanning file is to have scanning. So if I put I am here, and now, and I love you, and I love me more than you, and I love me more than you. Yes, replies if I put space, if I put it just relays everything I say. So relay. Yes, it works. More type. I love pizza. So do I. Yes, here I got the messages. Yeah, this is scanning. So basically this example scanning. How you come to GCC -O scanning scanning or scanning and then the source file scanning.c. Okay, now back to the protocol. So we now see examples of the next aspect of it. Now let's see the protocol. So the protocol does this. So if I run make, see it's building it. So WebSocket build. So I go to bin /bin, that is NSIGII WebSocket. But basically I got this file here. I got this file here. So basically I go back. I got this file here. NSIGII WebSocket. And I go channel 1 and channel 0, but this WebSocket file I have, so this target app I have here, but it builds channel 0 and channel which are executable binaries here, but this is the channel 0. This is a library file. It says that you can download it if you want, but you need to download it. So you have to download it. This is just a library file, so it's not really needed now. So you can get the documentation And you can look at the transcript here and the architecture. So basically, you get channel. So you get a channel architecture. So you see channel command and control system includes a three-channel verification topology designed for human rights protocol compliance. Responsibility. So transmitter encodes raw messages into a packet format. Computes SHA-HART message block. Sends read write execute permission. Tag remote identifier. Transmit to receiver via loopback. Loopback. Codec ratio 1 to 3rd. So the status order. So this is status order, so this order stuff. So basically, it's just basically sender, anyone that does anything that does send them, those channels will send in. Two, receiver, packets received via from transmission, the code from silicon conversation. Basically, silicon conversation is just a kind of marshalling. So if you can marshal something into silicon, you can have system of another and recognize that thing. So system knows. So I'm talking about marshalling here because marshalling works to say you have to have the codec of the function convert it to an output resolution, pickle the load, pickle the dump, like pickling, you have to pickle it. So basically, marshalling is pickling in Python, taking a Python object resolution and get a system to able to take that object, Python object resolution and transmit it to a system that doesn't know what it is, that knows what it's doing because it has Python, it knows the Python form. Basically, it takes the model of the codec and separates the concept. This is already solved this problem. I can't find the video. With codec regions too, and you get the verified status. So, for example, you get the raw message, you get the suffering silicon, suffering in silicon or the codec. So this codec is literally what we change, but the channels you write a SHA-25 deciders and encode, and then you quickly decode the circuit suffering, decode it, the packet that is checked. So, and the verifier has broadcast contest message here. So this is a broadcasting service, the verifier, but the verifier works because it uses rewrite to keep the wheel moving, like but it's more efficient. You understand them because if it still masters something, it knows what that thing is. It doesn't need to compute. It doesn't need to compute ahead of time. It just knows. So it's a filter flash encoding system. But filter means sorting, searching. And flashing means storing and deleting and clearing, and then flashing is based on the code, but it looks better. So he knows he knows the shape of a function, the shape where it looks, he knows what he's looking at, and doesn't need to compute, doesn't need to process it in a shape or form. So that's marshalling for you. If you can marshal, you're doing a flash or filter. So basically, you get the system doing that basically, and you get a JSON protocol, a binary protocol, guys. You're lucky, a canonical IR, polyglottic, and I give you all of that, guys. But it's a humorous protocol. So if you guys use this protocol, you understand that you are literally doing a bypass the consensus formula. But they are doing if you're using protocol, you're using relation. So you give you master. So you're working with solution, which is like so you can connect it. So you can connect. So you can have some kind of canonical IR, canonical intermediate registration that can share over system. You can use it to connect in NSIGII and get some food. But these are just data. These are just things like your marshal. So you can bind a binary protocol like GPRC, what is called known as protocol buffers. GPRC, Google's specification for schema based. This is what all these C structures do. Based on the C. So the kind of binary protocol is GPRC. And you get a decent protocol, WebSocket, human readable format, and you get canonical registration. This is for you guys, anyone that's advanced, I want to connect to the NSIGII and give food. But it's all there. So you get the read, write, execute blocks, saying, but you get 04 and get 02 and get 01. But 01 is really easy to write. So minimum, so you get this thing too. Hey, you want to be the camera? I want you, man. I'm not giving a shit, You don't respect me, man. So the handshake is here. The local host. So basically, you can go to a local host, but the system has, for example, here. So this is canonical intermediation. You're instructing me, you don't even do any work here. Enum, float, type, but this is how it looks. This is how the canonical arrow looks. So you're gonna have kind of balance stuff. This is CIR object, but it's basically an object of version the system, but you get the binary form and the driver form. So you get JavaScript, but this is what the IO transforms into. So let's now go to the video on then. Yeah, so now go to the video. You don't respect anyone, mate. So here I got something to do. So basically, I'm on terminal now. So now I have to have the binary in Secret Protocol. So the binary will be, sorry guys, sorry about that. So this is the binary will be uh uh uh, uh so basically how this works, you write make make. Okay, and so make. So see basically make clean so it doesn't get corrupt. Make help. And you see, and you get make help. And you get make dots if you want dots. Okay. Now you get make get out the way. Make test. So test will show you how it works. Make run web. So basically, this the you want to run make so you can run channel 0. So this is channel 0 starting, but there's no reason. So channel 0 will send you the message, and if you go make channel 1 ch1 make run ch1. So I get the channel 0 and channel 1 working together. And this would be I love to speak about I love the food now. I love the food, water, and shelter now. Shelter now. Can I find you? See, it updates a hash mismatch receiver. Basically, the SHA-256 hash failed. But that means you still got the message, yeah. But this is the mismatch because it works in 3 layers. So you get channel 1 send a message, yeah, but the channel 2 verifies it. But you can't make CH3 because CH3 will be a target. But CH3. Okay, let's try and make did I CH2? Yeah, I didn't. CH2. But it's basically meant to run a system of um so channel 1 switch to channel 2 and the verifies it. But it's a hash message. So usually the what happens between the loop. So you get version 7, but it's not really a version. It's basically a rollback system. So you can update itself based on the stale encoding. So if you're just going to stale threshold, it updates itself. So you don't need to update itself. So you keep students working unless you want your own copy. It doesn't still upgrade. But the rollback procedure is basically the feature of the system of updating. So you get a smart version XY major the match, major the patch, but major minor patch, legacy experimental and long-term support. But this version 7 is just one major version of the system that has a rollback. So you can go to 6, but the rollback procedure has to be encoded. So anything gets encoded, the system decides whether the encoding is good enough to get encoded, and we see the threshold is good enough to get all the functions based on the filter flash sequences on the system. But basically it wasn't a port, so you get the mismatch system here. And you get systems of non-linearity. So I love the food now, and then you can send it to someone here, but you now have quotes. Oh, so you shutting down my transmitter. I have to press the. So my transmitter is shut down now. This one. So I'm gonna try make run channel 0 again. Hello. Oh, packet failed. So it is failing, but consensus failed. So it's failing to even consensus. So it does work as intended. You do get a sequence of stuff, but it's not working. It's not giving you consensus. So the wheel just so you get the options here. The sequence 2. So you get sequence 2 of the receiver, but you get receive forward, receive. Okay, try me. But you get the sequence. So sequences are basically sequence instructions. But channel 0 is basically is this channel 1 or 0? Oh, channel 0 mismatching receiver. But you get channel 1, channel 2. We got phantom ID, so phantom ID is here. So I'm just typing random characters. I don't know why I'm typing, but this doesn't say anything. But it's just it's really a phantom network, but it's not really a problem yet. So you see, I'm getting verification failed of the message. But the message is ordered, so it's basically not receiving the message in the right order or something. But it's getting a message. It's not getting a message at all. So because this is failed. So I'm gonna be honest, because this is failed, and it's not even getting a message. But it does work when I last time I used it. I don't know why. But you get yes, because you need a web browser. So it's sending a message saying consensus failed, but it's not. It's not exiting. So basically, let me just show you because it's now make run web. So basically, trying to expose that to so run make run instruction. So this should run web setup. So this web setup conversation. So it'll start a server on port 8080. So this should now work. So basically it does work, but 127 but 8080. So she's now also connected, so you can also just connected to measure consensus, which is Trident, command and control. But it's usually to give you fair command and control. So enter a message you want to transmit, encode and transmit. I basically encode just what you say, I need dear thorough counsel, dear Redbridge. Redbridge Council, basically Redbridge Council, Redbridge and Thorough Council. I need. She just typed it. So basically, I typed. I need. Basically, the most I type it, the moment it verifies. But I need food. I need food now. I need food now. Now, it doesn't matter if it's email. It goes right. It goes sends right way. So I need food here and now. Uh, can you send it to my address? The address basically is West Sussex, BN6, so B for Bravo, entry number, basically for Charlie, NL, 9LE. This is basically the priority group ward in thank you. It is Namdi speaking. I love 1.2 billion. I will collect it. I'll collect it for human rights violation. See, the message just comes to me. If I transmit messages, obviously basically you get transmit, you get receive, but the status of the receiver is chaos. So basically, state is chaos. But she should be to order. So one third of the message, two-thirds of the message receiver is verified, and three-thirds is all verifier. So basically, you can verify them independently of each other, independent of each other, interdependent of each other. We can verify them independent of each other as well. So basically, you see this version 7 doesn't say. So this works. You just send a message as soon as you are literally policy, as soon as you execute it, want to send it, just transmit the data, you get it. But you can see the messages here. I need transmission. I need here and now. Can you send me address West Sussex BN? Thank you. I love you. Packet stickers. But, it didn't go anywhere per se. It just went to Delivery Council. But I can send an email, SMT. But I can use a simple mail transfer with send me. But it does work as intended. So it basically does the job. So let me just clarify because now the NSIGII application initiation, the website is connected, but I just typed in here this box, so you can see how it works. So it doesn't matter what it's through, someone's accountable because we're here and now physically, and still, it doesn't matter where they are. When you set up with this protocol, it makes them more accountable. It makes them scared because it's been activated, and you basically it goes to have them as lawsuit someone that doesn't follow the procedure of the human rights itself. So it's gonna work as a it's kind of calculating your money claim.gov.uk account, gov.uk or moneyclaim.com, because when you need food now, you need food now. So you have to ensure that whatever you do, you put your human rights first. So NSIGII puts your human rights first, your rights first. So it's a litigation system. Let's say it like it's just a litigation system. Litigation means you're making sure they do the job. For example, Health and Social Care 2014, Children's Act 1989, Housing Act 1986. Etc. etc. But I just typed in, but it's really meant to put it on a lawsuit system. So it doesn't matter how they violate or do by accident. You can get money. So if you go to the gov.uk legislation, if you go to gov.uk, it literally just enforces the legislation. So basically, if you go to gov.uk, Housing Act, Health and Social Care. Let's go to legislation. I go to the illustration called UK. I go to health and social care. It makes them accountable. Let's go. Health and social care. And look at this one here. 2014. But this I can tell you the whole act. Oh, this is Northern Ireland one, but this is Health and Social Care in Northern Ireland, but not the UK one. So the social care in Northern Ireland works, but it's not the one I need. So I need safety and quality. But it's just a lot of paperwork. So this was gonna be encoded, investigated. Everything that's opposite in this legislation, like Health and Social Care Act 2012. So the one I liked was 2012. This one worked for me, honestly. But 2014 was shit. It's never there no more. I was scared of it. So basically, what policymakers going to enforce the decision. So basically, for example, section let's say ICDT, the security of student inequalities, inciting function of rating health services, the Secretary of State must have regarding to need to reduce inequality but between the people of England with respect to the benefits that those can obtain from health and services. So that's the need, that's the requirement. Inequalities. Basically, that's section commencement information. So this is the oath. This is what they give oath to. But this is one that worked for me. So this one I went on code. So because 2014 was shit, Health and Social Care 2014 was shit. But the more if you send an email over, if you send this with an SMT email format, you're not doing it. So this text box here, what I sent it in. So the text box what I showed you. So basically, I gave you a text box, and the text box was the text box. You send an email. So basically, you can sue people literally by stating this violation. So that's what the symbolic interpreter is meant to do. But interpret the thing what you said, but it's gonna give you good ideas to do it yourself. So it makes things easier for you. Litigation, which is so because if it's valid in law, it can give you money, and you have to worry about. You just have to let the computer take care of it. But it's not a lawsuit system; it's a litigation. So it works also. So because people don't know the rights. It's not this thing works perfectly. This document, Health and Social Care 2014, it works perfectly. Health and Social Care 2014, but people like to violate. People like to skip one steps and miss this out. So it makes them accountable under like section 2003. Section 2014 was useless. So NHS Commission Board future. Basically this is what the policy is meant to do across countries, across any country. This matter of what the health service is. They're meant to find the acts and. So this 2012 out. Let's find children's social care. One I liked. Children's Act of 1989. Children's Act of Female Genital Mutilation. Children's Act FGM. But children's name. You got this one here. But this is like section 17. But section 17, so I want to find section 23. C. 2023. So provision of accommodation. This is revalidated. Children's Act. Centuries up to date. Without the simply. This in three states that Section 23. Section 3 is up to date. What is Section 3 states? Via changes. But where the change itself? Basically, this is care leavers program. They are made because I was a child. Basically, I'm gonna find a PDF version of it. But the whole part, the whole act, continues. So it basically makes you accountable as a litigation, as a litigee. You have to open the PDF. The PDF will open now. The page refreshed over there. It didn't refresh over there. Look, tell Luke to not come here. You don't tell him not to come here. That's what I said. The whole part, the whole act. So basically, this is the whole act. And Section 23 is something basically it's not even printing out. But it's basically gonna have a way to Section 3 basically Section 21, no, Section 21, not 23. 21, provision of accommodation for children in police protection or detention on remand. So basically, I would just write to the police up to force. The changes to be brought into force. Basically, this works for me because it applies to me because I was a child in Redbridge. So I'm gonna ask the police for housing where a child has been removed for past 5, detained under the Criminal Act. But they have evidence to prove for the situation removed from apart from home. Yeah, I'm not at home, but this one the police has to enforce, but they're breaching the duty to do it. Equality Act 2010, 24. They're gonna act that they don't have police power to do it. But the police detain me, so I cannot go to them. So I have to go to different police if I want to use this one. But this Section 21, basically, they want to try to give me housing. See, it's not working because I'm still in the ward unit. It's meant to work, so it's kind of annoying because Section 21 can do it. So I'm going to sue the police. So the goal of this is to sue the police. You to police. I've done my representation. I have done everything it says here, who we are. But they don't give me house. So this will allow me to sue the police under NSIGII protocol. Human rights protocol. But every local shall receive provide accommodation for children in police protection, which is me, including contextual social care. Requests were requested under Section 4A, whom they are requested to receive under Section 4.3 and 46.3 AF. But they're gonna lie because I was a child in Redwood, but I was a child under police protection, under who they have requested, who are remained to accommodation on behalf of local virtue. Breach remained but they have to do they are doing just I'm suing them, the police, the Redbridge police station, Redbridge station one in but they don't want to see that. I'm gonna sue them whether they like it or not. But it's just like fighting bureaucracy. I don't be fighting by hand. I'm fighting because if my hand break, then who's to take care of my hand? No, I won't get a hand. I have to make my own hands. I can't grow hands. So so the thing applies here. Basically, this rules have not been applied. Change has not been applied on this one. But everything is applied here. That here, but they don't want to give me the housing. So what can I do? I go to Nigeria and sue them. Because it's just bureaucracy, and they know they have a job to do. Because they care for preschool. But children, this applies to me. Let me find another one that applies. Health and social care leavers program. Care leaver. Let me type in care leaver. Let's see what comes up. So it basically gives you food, water, and shelter for as long as you're there. It doesn't matter what they say no to you, who you email, who the policymakers are. Care leavers and homeless regulation, Northern Ireland, domestic abuse, care leaver, UK, England. They're not gonna do it. But because I've been with domestic abuse, that's family abuse. But I'm going to Nigeria, so there's no home for me here. There's nothing for me here. Anyway, so I could not be in England. Domestic has the meaning of eligibility has the meaning of paragraph. Relevant child 4 more level child, who's under 25, who falls. 23C, yes, 23C, 1 of the act. So this is what I'm saying of Act 5. Act 5 is basically Section 32 was inserted by Section 24. So these are all references. So it's going to take this thing, former child, I'm saying, and it does work for me. I just know, right, but I'm getting discriminated against them. I don't want to be in the UK. I don't care about the UK, and I hate the kind of injustice I've been going through. But I'm gonna have to download all this litigation just for my own plans if I want to return after 25 years. But I don't really care about it. I care about my money. So my winnings, which is of 120 billion, 1.120 billion pounds against the World Council for humanization. Insane. So guys, I'm gonna stop this video now. I'm gonna upload this video now, but this is what it means to fight for human rights. Just so you know, it's not just talking; it's actually doing something about it. So the lawsuit, my lawsuit is basically a litigation. I'm going to collect all this money for which is 120 billion pounds for one person alone who knows their human rights. Because I'm going to 121 human pounds because it's going to get better, billion pounds. But the total is counted 1.2. Okay, so the council isn't there because I consider with an ES system because I couldn't comprehend it. And I'm pretty sure it's 120 billion pounds. The council thought it's in debt 1.1 billion. They owe me 1.2 billion, and the whole UK owes me 121 billion, 120 billion. So it has to come out from somewhere. And because of my human rights, I am not gonna let it go until I get the money I deserve. Because I've been through a lot that you guys have not been through, and I'm gonna get it just to prove you wrong, if you call that proving. But for my own self, because I know my human rights, I know how to use my human rights to effect. I don't care who it is. I care what's stated in the law. And this was the decision. So the police is making laws too. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, guys. I'm gonna switch to my other video. I'll say goodbye. And that is how you fight for human rights. So NSIGII is gonna be a litigation system, but it's more of a human system that's here and now forever. It's a stainless project, like food is no. Food gets stale. It's gonna give you food in time. Here in time, it's gonna give you food once you're here in time when you need it. So you can build on your life. And don't worry about things, So we cannot say no to you anymore, Namdi. Okay, thank you, Namdi, for this.